What is up, y'all? Here's another update on the PT Cruiser. I think I may have just run into my first just a little bit of a hang up. I knew I was going to kind of run into this problem. I already knew in advance, and I'm still working on trying to figure out what I'm going to do on how I'm going to do this. First off, it is in the shop. It is up, and I've gotten rid of a bunch of stuff. It's just about cleared out now. Interior is absolutely stripped. This harness right here is not used. I've actually unclipped it down there, so this harness not used anymore. This harness that runs here is no longer used. So wiring is on the dash to the motor, and that's all the wiring's left. Come around here, if you notice, yeah, 2 holes, got the bolts holding the skins together, got the angle iron on the hood and the fenders, which is kind of weird because it's sideways compared to normal. Still working on the bumper. Yeah, I got a lot more stripped out. Most of the wiring is moved. The harness that went across here will literally unplug from back here, pull it through, pull it over, pull it through there, and up onto here. And the computer that was bolted here for the transmission is just sitting right there. And I literally just drilled a hole and another hole and stuck bolts, and that is bolted right there. Wiring just comes right up here. Just cut a little notch out, which I probably didn't have to, but I did anyway. And there's plenty of slack in this wiring. That's basically it. Just zip tie everything nice and neat. Focus. And then the other part that comes over here and it goes down to there. This right here is the harness that runs the fuel pump and the gauge and all that. I'm going to have to unplug this from down there and pull it back up, and it's going to go down through there because I'm getting ready to pull all the wiring out from there and the fuel lines and reroute all that. So the wiring will run through there. I'm going to be running factory wiring. The fuel line is going to be redone because this is the fuel line and it's junk. It's plastic and they're known to leak, which you probably can't see very well because it's so damn dark, but they're prone to leak. So I'm going to fuel injection hose right here up the fuel rail to the hard line, which will be rerouted through the car so it's safe. And I just dropped the gas tank. I will say this is the easiest gas tank to drop ever. And this one's even half full of fuel. Got the filling neck over there, which literally just dropped right out. Just undid that. Yeah, unplugged. Here's the harness that goes to the fuel pump. There's the lead that goes there, and then a couple other sensors. And that just plugs into the main harness underneath the car, which, as you can see, the line is the wiring harness right there. It's just hanging. I'm getting ready to unclip it the rest of the way, pull it through, along with the main fuel line. Yeah, everything just unplugs. You got vacuum port, vent. You got to unplug. You got another vacuum you undo. Then the fuel line. Real simple, and you just basically just drop it out. Pretty simple. I have run into one little hang up which I knew was going to happen. Is this car is a returnless fuel system. Returnless means one line. You've got one main feed line coming from the pump. Most fuel injection cars have a return line, which means you have a feed line, high pressure feed line, and then you'll have a second line that goes back into the tank that returns the fuel, the excess fuel. On this car here, returnless, it's all built right into this module. The fuel pump module, all integrated right in there. Which means I need to use this pump. So I need to find me another gas tank or build me another gas tank just for this pump, for this system. The rest of this crap, this vacuum bowl and evac and charcoal canister and emissions, whatever you want to call this crap, the computer will read that this is unplugged, but it won't stop it from running. At least I hope not. If it does, I'll plug it back in. Ugh. Yeah. But yeah, there is so much going on top of this tank. Don't ask me what the hell it's all for, because this is nothing but a vent, another vent, another vent, another regulated vent thingy, charcoal canister, some other emissions bull. Yeah, I don't know what none of that crap's for, but I do know that is needed, so I gotta pull it out. So yeah, that's the first issue with the car, is the fuel system's got to be modified, because I am set up to run the regular return system, and I don't have anything for the returnless system, which means I need to get another tank or build one or something and figure that out. But not a big deal. Got a nice flat spot right here the tank will go. I still gotta get a cage. That's the next big thing, is I need a cage material. So yeah, once those two big things are done, the rest of the car is gonna come together, and of course put the bumper on. But yeah, and if you ever wonder what these PT Cruisers look like stripped out, why they're so strong, let me be careful that don't hit my garage door too hard. Look at the structure. Here's a good idea why these cars are so damn strong. And that's all flat right there, where that seat used to be, all flat. The frame rail from the rear goes from where the back seat, where your feet would go, all the way back straight. Here you go. Here's what the other side looks like. You get that frame rail straight as can be. Hopefully you can see this, because I can't really see much. The sunlight sucks. Yeah. There we go. I mean, these things, they got some beef to them. I like it. Yeah, there's your frame rail. I mean, look, oh, you can't see nothing. Yeah. Frame rail all the way. I mean, look at all this extra bracketry and crap that's on here. It goes all the way up there. That's a sturdy frame rail. You can see one of those vent tubes right there, and then the wiring harness, fuel line, and another vent. Oh, I got a spider in my ear. Yeah. I've discovered where the rear knock came from. When I'm pulling this car around, driving around, whatever, and hitting bumps, and I hear a rattling, knocking noise, which is common to all PT Cruisers. So if you own one and you drive it and you hit bumps and you hear like a knocking noise, like something hitting, it's this right here. This is called a Watts link. That's wore out. See, it's also on Crown Vics too, a Watts link. It's what centers this rear axle, and it is straight wore out, but it's not going to affect anything. Only thing that does is keep this axle from shifting side to side. That's about it. Not a big deal. I don't really care. So I think while I got this car up on stands, I might throw some wire around these springs or weld them in or something. Pull that pad out. We're gonna beat a weld. I don't think it'd be too big of a deal. Probably just 9-wire them so the springs won't fall out and become a lowrider. Along with ripping this thing here out, just because I can, or just bend it up like that. Yeah. Now you get a little more understanding of how these cars are. I mean, look at that. See those beefy frame rails? I mean, these cars are friggin' tanks. It's like a 4,200 some odd pound car. It's heavy. Close that so I can be able to mess with my door. Yeah. The main subject of this video is the returnless fuel system. So be prepared for that if you want to run one of these. either build a tank, or I could run my fuel tank, but I'll have to put a inline fuel pressure regulator to be able to run it, which is not a big deal. So I may just do that. But yeah, there's your options. Reuse that pump, build you god damn it, build you another tank, or get you an aftermarket tank like an M&M Boys or something like that, and put that fuel pump in it. Or you can run a regular fuel pump and put you an inline fuel pressure regulator with a return line to the tank. Those are the two options with this. Really not bad. But yeah, just wanted to keep you up to date on this, on the progress and tips and tricks and all that, since I'm the only one documenting this. Yeah, this thing's starting to get nasty. I like it. It's gonna be a fun car. And it's been a very, very simple car to strip out and build so far. It's literally no hang-ups. Like this is the first hang-up, and this really isn't a big deal. I already knew this was gonna happen, so. But yeah, hope y'all are enjoying these PT Cruiser videos. And, you know, I'm trying to give you as many tips as I find, you know, info. You know, because I may actually go to these, because these are actually a really simple, strong car. So, yeah. So if anyone else builds one, I hope this is going to help you. Stay tuned for the next video. We'll get further along, and we'll keep this build series going. So, till then, later y'all.